Hey everyone, welcome to episode 34 of Knifty Knitting Ninja Podcast. I am your host, Abigail Wright. Today is December 18th, I believe. And it's very, very cold outside. When I woke up at 9 o'clock this morning, it was -1, not including wind chill outside, and the high for today is only supposed to be 12 degrees, so very, very cold here in Midwest Missouri. There's actually a blanket of white out on the ground right now, the first real snow that we've had, so yay, I love snow. I know that many people disagree, but I love snow. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. But, I'm gonna get on with the administrative stuff and get that out of the way so that you guys can see knitting, because this is a knitting podcast. First, shout-outs that I have this week is going to go to Susan Lau, and Margit Alfheim. Thank you very much for subscribing and coming to spend time with me today. And if you are a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back to watch as well. That means a lot to me. And I am now up to 110 subscribers. Woo! So, I mean, I know other podcasters who haven't been podcasting maybe for as long or longer than I have, they have way more. I mean, it just blows my 110 out of the water, but quality over quantity is what I say, and I'm so thankful for everyone who comes and decides to spend some time with me each week, and yeah, just thanks for being here. And with that being said, I think that's all that I have to mention for this morning. It's going to be a little bit shorter of a show. I don't have as much to talk about because it's only been 5 days since I recorded last, but today is one of the days that I actually had to where I could record, so I thought that I'd just record today and share with you guys. I'm going to go to whips first. This, I can't remember if I showed you guys the sock or not. I think I showed it to you a little bit. This is just a plain vanilla sock again. I got a lot of plain vanilla socks. They're potato chip knitting. I like it. And this is really wrinkled because it sat in my purse for a long time. I did 15 rows of 1x1 ribbing, and then I just knit down, and I love how these colors are spiraling. That pink and yellow, and then the purple and the blue, which is actually showing up as two shades of blue. There we go, that color is a little bit better. And then you have this lovely orange and light blue. And here, as you guys probably noticed, I put in my waste yarn for my afterthought heel. I did, here a little bit ago, I did purchase Susan B. Anderson's SOS socks or Smooth Operator socks, just because I love the Fish Lips Kiss heel. It fits me quite well, but I noticed that on some of my socks, there's a lot of pull, between the heel and the sock where your instep is. And just because it does have that little bit of negative ease so it can fit better, a really fitted heel, I thought that I would try something a little bit different too, because I really want to learn some new techniques. So yeah, put in the waste yarn for that, and well, shoot, I'm gonna have to take this out of my yarn knit, which, yes, it is in my yarn knit, which means that something came out of my yarn knit, which I will talk about here in a little bit. This is some leftover. It's just Red Heart, Heart and Soul, 75% superwash wool, 25% polyamide, and it's just in the ivory colorway, which is a natural. And this is the leftover from something, which I'm gonna have to actually leave this out because this is gonna make another appearance. But I thought so that I don't disrupt this pattern. And I thought that if I use the same yarn as the sock to put the heel in afterwards, I thought that's just going to be too busy. That's not going to look right. Plus this beautiful pulling, I don't really want to mess up the sequence that I have going. So I'm going to put that in for the heel, just the cream. And oh, these are being worked on a size US 1.5 needle, 1.5, which is a 2.5 millimeter, I believe. Yeah, 2.5 millimeter. And I usually do 64 stitches for my socks, but this is a 72 stitch because this yarn, I don't know if you guys can see that. Let me put that down. This yarn is, it's not thin, but it's a thinner sock yarn, so I wanted to make sure that I had enough room in there. But yeah, so that is my first whip, and it is, let me just get my yarn and put back together here, hold on. Because see, and like I said, something came out of my yarnet, because this is now in my yarnet. But the yarnet, there's a yarn coming out of the side, and you just pop this back on at an angle, twist it until all the little holes line up, and then you pick a random hole in the side to stick your little black rubber plug in. Plug, what it does is it keeps it from coming apart or breaking, so that's why that's there. Of course, it's got its rubber base, which I've got little notions in. You could probably hear that jingling. But yeah, first work in progress. Excuse me real quick. I'm going to go off frame for just a second because my nose is running and you guys don't want to see that. Oh, sorry. There's been a little bit of a cold going around in my house, and I don't think I have it. I think it's just the cold weather making my nose run, but yeah, it is what it is. And pretty much the progress that you're seeing, besides those socks that I just showed, pretty much all the progress that you're getting ready to see, I did yesterday. And once we get to finished objects, I will talk about a finished object that I don't have here. So this doesn't look like a lot, but I have more than what it looks yesterday. So you guys know that I've been working on this. This is the Flax Sweater by Tin Can Knits. I'm making it in the small size, the 0 to 6 months. And I started this before I even knew, well, before my niece was born, we knew that she's going to be a girl. And I was legging on the sleeve because I was trying to work magic loop with some nasty size 8 bamboo clover needles, and it was dragging, it was going on horribly. So, because I also got these in 8s, these are the Knitter's Pride Pro Trends, and there's the 8s. And I switched over to these to do the sleeve, and they flew. That sleeve just flew off my needle, and I was so amazed. I mean, I just love them. And I know how last week, whenever I showed you guys these as part of my acquisitions, I know I was saying how I don't really like the join between the metal and the plastic. Oh, hold on. Sorry, my monitor went off, and it drives me nuts because I like to see what I'm doing to see if it shows up right on camera or not. But the join between the metal and the plastic, I was saying how I don't like it because it's a little rough and it creates a lot of drag. On these, it doesn't have that, and it's quite a smooth join. And so these went a lot smoother, a lot better. I find that the cord, though, does have a little more memory than I usually like, but it's okay. It's not enough to bother me that I won't use them. I love to use them. So, one sleeve done. And I just have the other sleeve to accomplish, and then the sweater will be done, which I'm going to work on this some today because I am trying trying to finish all my whips before the end of 2016. Whether that will happen or not, I don't know. The fact that I thought it was the 16th and I just realized it's 2 days later kind of freaks me out, so I don't know. But yeah. Oh, might help if I talk about the yarn. This is Big Twist stripes or semi-solids, I think. And I just got it as a mill end in a different bag. There's like 3 skeins in a bag. But the body is worked on an 8, and the sleeves are worked on an 8, and then the ribbing here and here and here, it's all worked on a size US 6, which is a 4.0 millimeter, and the 8 is a 5.0 millimeter. So yeah, that's that. Oh, one more thing. I promise I'll be done after this. Every time I show this, I just have to show my little stitch marker, because it is a little pin, and to me it looks like a little diaper pin, and I think that's perfect for a baby sweater. I only have one more work in progress to show you. I have not worked on Noodle this week. The Chihuahua toy pattern by Susan Colladino, or No Knit Sherlock on Ravelry. She designed him a few years back, and I've been trying to work on him for about a year now, and I really want to get him finished because he's just lagging in a project bag. And I really need my project bags because I have so many new projects that I'm planning on casting on. So Noodle didn't get worked on this week. My DK weight sock didn't get worked on this week. My wedding shawl didn't get worked on this week. And my sock yarn blanket didn't get worked on this week. However, I excuse myself with my blanket because it is a long-term project, so I don't count that as really not doing anything, you know. I mean, it is, but it isn't. By the way, just real quick, I want to insert this here real quick. I apologize for looking so horrible today. And I know everybody's probably saying, oh, you don't look bad, you don't look horrible, but I feel like I do. Normally, I've got my contacts in. Today, I've got my glasses, which is getting an awful glare because the first day that we have any kind of real snow, and it's sunny outside. Go figure. But I'm thankful for the natural lighting. I'm thankful for the sun today because I was getting tired of seeing gray skies. And it gives me good lighting to film with. Yeah, my hair's a mess too, so I apologize for my current state of being, but it's cold outside and I didn't sleep very well, so it is what it is. This is what you get today. These you guys have not seen in a while. And first off, I'm just gonna, I don't know why my screen keeps going dim, sorry. I'm just gonna show you this adorable little squid stitch marker from Moffy and the Squid. And these socks, as you can see, are being knit 2 at a time. Which, thank you, Mina, Knitting Expat. She's the one that convinced me to start doing 2 at a time because I'm just like, I have second sock syndrome so bad that I hardly ever finished a second sock, and so I decided I wanted to start doing them 2 at a time. However, there is one sock that I have completed, and I went to look for the sock yarn to finish the second sock today, and guess what? I can't find my other skein of yarn for the second sock, so it may just be a lonesome sock. I knit its mismatch mate one day. I don't know. I really don't know where that that skein of yarn went. But yeah, these are being knit out of Zauberball. It's not crazy Zauberball, it's just regular Zauberball. And this colorway is Pas en Blanc, which I'm assuming is German because this is a German yarn. This is 75% virgin wool, 25% nylon, which is going to make it for a very hardy sock. These are actually for a friend of mine who requested them, a friend of mine that goes to the same church that I do. And he has a size 13 and a half US men's foot. That is freaking big! That is, like, so freaking huge. It's horrible. There's been a ton of knitting that's gone into these socks. And, yeah. I'm especially loving this one right here because, this right here is the only plain white stripe in the whole ball of Zauberball. And if you guys can see this, I don't know if you're going to see it the same way that I do, but these colors together, all these colors together, even on this one, I mean, but more so on this sock, it just reminds me of snow, and it reminds me of winter, which is perfect because it is snowy outside and it is winter. But no, I'm really enjoying working on these. If you guys can see where my marker is, that's not quite a depiction of where I picked it up the other day, because I actually knit about 2 inches on these socks yesterday as well. And if you guys follow me over on Instagram, which I will post all my usernames and where you can find me in the credits at the end of the show. So after I say bye, don't leave because that's where they'll be scrolling across the screen. But in short, well, I'm going to finish talking about these because I'm going to lose my train of thought. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm like all over the place today. But these are being worked on a size US 1.5 as well, which is a 2.5 millimeter. And these are my Addy Turbo Sock Rockets, which I absolutely adore. These socks are just flying once I put my mind to them. But yeah, there's that, and they are coming along nicely. I'm just over a 1/2 inch away from putting in the heel, so we'll see about that. We'll see if that actually gets done today. I've got a lot of craft stuff that I need to accomplish today. And this is actually being held in my Fox Owl Bird Squirrel tree bag that I made. It's got that nice flower print on the bottom. And it's a drawstring. And it's got the nice pull handle over here. And it's got this lovely leaf ribbon for the drawstring. And on the inside it's just a plain blue. So, there's those. But as I was saying before, I wanted to finish my thought on that, is, sorry, I heard my mom talking. She'll just have to wait till I'm done podcasting. But, in short, yesterday, I, finished a baby sweater, a baby hat, which I'll talk about more in depth here in a little bit. I finished a sleeve on that sweater. I did 2 inches on those socks. Plus, I bound off a newer project, which you guys are about to see. So, and if you guys also follow me on Instagram, you will see the baby sweater and the baby hat that I made for my little niece, Adeline, which I got to see yesterday. I'm so excited, so happy to see her. She's just a doll. I mean, she's up to almost 6 pounds now, but she was 5 pounds 3 ounces when she was born. She's a couple weeks old, but so yeah, she's a doll. She's so cute. And it was so funny. I was holding her yesterday, and she was kind of, sleeping, kind of squirming a little bit in my arm, and I kept telling her about how her little toes, her little piggies, were gonna go wee 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 all the way home. And every time I said that, in her sleep, she would get this really upset face every time I said it. And I'm sorry, I shouldn't laugh about it, but I think that it was hilarious. I think it was funny. So there is going to be some serious blocking going on today. And I'm not going to show you the baby sweater and the baby hat because those are already gifted. You guys can see a picture of them over on my Instagram. But some serious blocking is going to go on today. These are finally going to get blocked. My rainbow socks. Cover up my face, then it'll focus. Focus, please. It's pretty focused. It's all blown out though, I'm sorry about that. More than back here. There we go. They're still a bit blown out, but that's a pretty good depiction. I love these green toes. But these were knit from my rainbow sock blank from Mothie and the Squid over in the UK. And they're very crinkly, so they need to be blocked. These are finally going to get blocked today. And something else, a big accomplishment that is also going to get blocked. That is what the leftover from this is. I played Yarn Chicken and I won with only 7 grams to spare. This is only 7 grams of yarn. So, I won a game of Yarn Chicken yesterday. And this is finally off the needles. This is the Across the Pond shawl by Mina Phillip. And I will not talk about the pattern because it is a $5 paid for pattern. And if someone did that to me and gave away my pattern that I worked so hard to design, I would be very angry. So I'm not going to do that to Mina. By the way, if you guys have not seen Mina Phillip's podcast, The Knitting Expat, head on over and check it out. I will link it down below, but she's amazing. She is originally from the UK, and she just spent the last 5 years in Bahrain, the Middle East, and she just recently moved to New York. So she's been to quite a few places, but she's married to her husband Perry, who is currently going to school over here in the US. And she also lives with her 2 cats, Hugo and Derek, and she is expecting, and she is, I believe, 30 or 31 weeks pregnant now. So she's just a joy to watch. So if you have not gone and watched her, go watch her. Anyways, this is one of her designs. Did I also mention that she is a very great designer? This pattern was so well written, I didn't have any trouble with it at all. It just took a long time to finish because I'm lazy. And, yeah. But, as you can see, this needs some serious blocking. It's got this little thing going up here. None of the ends are woven in, which I'm getting ready to do so that I can go ahead and block it. But, I also had my little, whoops, can't see, turtle. Don't know if you guys can see that. Turtle stitch marker, progress keeper. And then this white is just what I showed you. This is Red Heart, Heart and Soul, I believe it is, in the ivory colorway. And I don't know where that came from. There is some cat hair knitted into my shawl apparently, which does not make me very happy. But yeah, so I did the speckled up here from Mothie and the Squid. And then this down here is just that Heart and Soul. And I'm going to try to get this closer because this isn't working. You guys can't see this pattern very well. Up here, it's basically just bows or butterfly or whatever. And then down here is this lovely, and I don't even know, you guys can't even see that very well. Lovely lace motif, and then got this gorgeous picot edge, which I'm gonna try to get this to focus a little bit more on the picot edge. Whoops, and my monitor just went off again. I'm not doing a very good job with this today, am I? But the little picots there, and I love how she actually did the picot edge because it makes it easier than a traditional picot bind off. So yeah, I think that this is just great. It's very long. It is, well, the ends are all curled because, like I said, it badly needs to be blocked. It's about the size of my wingspan. And it's very long, but it's very shallow. It's supposed to be 11 inches here. So, after I get off here, and after I get done editing this podcast and getting it ready to upload, I am going to aggressively block this. Not that it really needs to grow lengthwise, just needs to grow widthwise. And I just want to straighten all that out because, see, it's kind of making a diamond pattern, and that's not supposed to be there. And that lace really needs to be blocked out as well. So, this was worked on a size US 6 needle, which is a 4.0 millimeter. And, yeah. And everything today, first of all, I am ecstatic that that's done. I'm so happy that it's done in time for winter before Christmas. And I am so happy. But yeah, I'm gonna get into stuff later. Sorry, my brain's going a million miles an hour, and sorry if you guys can't quite keep up. But everything today is going to be washed, and I only got sample packs of the eucalyptus wash because I wasn't sure what scent I would or wouldn't like. So I got a whole bunch of sample packs so that I can kind of play around with the scents and see which one I like best, and then I can order a whole bottle of it. I ordered these quite a while ago though, and this is what everything is going to get soaked and blocked in today. If it focuses. Raptor Wool Wash Jasmine Single Pack, and this is of course it's the jasmine scent, but this is eucalyptus. It's all eucalyptus. So that's what everything is going to get soaked and washed in today before it gets blocked. I also have new project bag plans, and after this I will be done and I'll let you guys go because this is hitting 27 minutes and I don't want to take up too much of your time today. I got some new fabric. I got this, which is it's like a yellow, and it's actually a little washed out. That's a better depiction of how this fabric is. And then there is mint with gray polka dots, and I love mint and gray together. I don't know what it is about it, but I just love it. Then I have a yellow with white polka dot. And it's a very, again, it's always a very busy day in the Wright household, so if you're hearing background noise over there, I'm so sorry. But my plan of action with this project bag, because I think that, like, sunflowers, daisies, whatever you want to call them, I think that it goes very perfectly with the yellow polka dot. However, I don't have enough of the yellow polka dot to do the bottom of the bag and the lining on the inside. So, that's where this is going to come in. I am going to use this as the outside, and then this mint and gray polka dots is going to be used as the lining on the inside. And I think it'll look just fine. I think that it'll be very cute, because I was actually deciding whether I wanted to use this as the lining anyhow, so it all works out perfect. But there's some project bag plans. I don't know if I'm going to get to them this year or if they're going to get started next year, because like I said, this year I'm kind of on a whip down, which is funny because I've started some new projects. And I'm talking about like the DK weighted sock and stuff like that. Oh, I'm sorry, my dad's compressor's going off. I'm so sorry if you guys can hear that. But I'm on a whip down for this year. I'm trying to get most, if not all, of my whips. I don't expect to get them all done, but I'm trying to get most of my whips done this year before 2017 comes. So I think the project bag is just going to have to wait until 2017 to get started. And my plans for that is, if you've seen like the fabric buckets, like They're round and they've got the handles on them, and they're like a basket, but they're made out of fabric. My plan for that is I want to do that with it, but I want to make bagsket, what they call a bagsket. And if you don't know what that is, you can just look it up. I'll put the spelling down here. But what it is it's one of those fabric buckets, but with the lining inside and everything, it's a bag inside the bucket. So you have this nice sturdy bucket, but you also have a drawstring bag to the top of it so things can't come out of your bucket. And I've never done it before. It looks a little intimidating, but I'm going to give it my best shot, and I'm going to have my mom, who's a very good sewer, I'm going to have her kind of help me with that. So, yeah, here's hoping. And I am right at 30, almost hitting 31 minutes, so I'm going to let you guys go for today. Thank you so much for joining me today. Oh, wait. Sorry. I lied. I'm not going to let you go. I have one last thing I want to mention right before I go. My Kickstarter only has a few days left, and I'm not fully funded. And I'll put the link to that below, but basically I want to start my own business, hand dyeing my own yarn. And I have colorways in my head like autumn blooms, snowy, wintry night, just things like that. And I have a lot of fun colorways that I really, really want to try. It's been a super hard year. I don't have the funds to start that business right now. But if you guys want, if that sounds good to you guys and you guys want to help me out, not that you have to, you really don't, then you can just click on my Kickstarter link, and if you want to donate, then make sure to do it within the next couple days. Even $1 or $2 will help. But like I said, don't feel obligated to. I just wanted to kind of put that out there. But now I'm going to let you guys go for this week. So thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. If you're a new viewer, thank you so much for subscribing to my podcast and watching. I know that there's many other podcasts greater than this one out there. So the fact that you choose mine to come and watch a little bit of each week really means a lot. If you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back and watching and supporting me. And yeah, that's all that I got for this week. So have a great week, you guys. Hopefully I'll see you again next week. And if I don't, then have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. If you don't celebrate Christmas, have a happy Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate. Yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys soon. Bye, guys.